brought to you by Gitanjali Salon, Channi Himmat, Jammu. Follow Ruchika Makeovers on Facebook and Instagram for best bridal makeup in town.
Hello viewers, you're watching Jammu Links News. I'm Manat Gupta and welcome to the daily updates of Midday News. Let's begin. Jammu and Kashmir on Tuesday witnessed its biggest single-day spike as 56 new COVID-19 cases were detected in the Union Territory, taking the total number of cases to 935. 42 cases were reported from the Kashmir Valley, out of which 27 were detected in Kulgam district alone, while Kupwara had 10 new cases. In Jammu region, 13 cases were detected on Tuesday, out of which 8 are in Kathua district. In the last 3 days, 730 results were received and all samples report negative for COVID-19. One positive patient of Bogdang village of Nubra Valley got cured and discharged from the hospital. This was stated by the Commissioner Secretary Health UT Ladakh Rigzin Samphal in a press conference on Tuesday. Last week, more than 7,000 Ladakhi people were evacuated from different parts of the country and had reached Ladakh. Those who had come from red zones were put under strict quarantine and their sample collection will also be conducted, he added.
ये सारे सैंपल्स नेगेटिव थे। इसमें बोगदम एरिया का एक जो हमारा केस पॉजिटिव था, उनका एक दूसरा सैंपल भी नेगेटिव आया है, तो वो पूरी तरह से ठीक हो गए हैं। उन्हें आज हम लोगों ने हॉस्पिटल से डिस्चार्ज कर दिया है। जो हमारे लद्दाख के जो निवासी हैं, जो कि लद्दाख से बाहर देश के अन्य प्रदेशों से आ रहे हैं, पिछले एक हफ्ते में लगभग 7,000 लोग आए हैं।
The Jammu and Kashmir administration has launched a web portal to help its residents stranded in other parts of the country due to novel coronavirus-induced lockdown. The portal jkmonitoring.nic.in gives updates to those registered and also allows the persons to check his application status for facilitating journey back home. While a large number of people from nearby states have returned to the Union Territory, there are many who are queued up for undertaking train journeys back home. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday announced rupees 20 lakh crore special economic package for the country to be self-reliant and deal with COVID-19. The Prime Minister said that humanity would not accept defeat from the coronavirus, but the people have to stay safe and move forward.
जो आर्थिक घोषणाएं की थी, जो रिजर्व बैंक के फैसले थे और आज जिस आर्थिक पैकेज का ऐलान हो रहा है, उसे जोड़ दें तो ये करीब करीब 20 लाख करोड़ रुपए का 20 लाख करोड़ रुपए का है।
Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu on Tuesday briefed Union Health Minister Harsh Vardhan through video conferencing about the effective measures undertaken by the government for prevention, containment and management of COVID-19 in the Union Territory. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday said that the fourth phase of the nationwide COVID-19 induced lockdown would be in a new form with new rules. The phase 3 of the lockdown is coming to an end on May 17th.
सिर्फ और सिर्फ कोरोना के इर्द गिर्द ही सिमट कर रह जा रहे हैं। हम मास्क पहनेंगे, 2 गज दूरी का पालन करेंगे, लेकिन अपने लक्ष्यों को दूर नहीं होने देंगे।
Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh on Tuesday reviewed the current COVID status in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh with the administration through a direct interaction with the Deputy Commissioners of each of the 20 districts of Jammu and Kashmir and the 2 districts of Ladakh. While lauding the performance of the local administration, Dr. Jitendra Singh observed that the Union Territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh had fared better compared to the most of the other states or Union Territories of the country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday said that humanity would not accept defeat from the coronavirus, but the people have to stay safe and move forward. The Prime Minister on Monday held a video conference meeting with chief ministers of all states to discuss the road ahead in India's fight against COVID-19 and noted that he was of the firm view that measures needed during the third phase of lockdown will not be needed in the fourth phase.
2.25 लाख से ज्यादा लोगों की दुखद मृत्यु हुई। भारत में भी अनेक परिवारों ने अपने स्वजन खोए हैं। मैं सभी के प्रति अपनी संवेदना व्यक्त करता हूं।
The Jammu and Kashmir administration on Tuesday said that as many as 4,802 industrial units are operational during the lockdown in the two regions of the Union Territory. As the administration is fighting to contain the spread of COVID-19 pandemic, it has implemented several precautionary and preventive measures. The lockdown that was imposed from March 25th has left a deep impact on the social and economic sectors. Air India is planning to operate 149 repatriation flights to 31 countries between May 16 and May 22 during the second phase of the Vande Bharat mission to bring back home Indians stranded abroad amid the coronavirus-triggered lockdown. During the first phase of the Vande Bharat mission, Air India and its subsidiary Air India Express are scheduled to operate total 64 flights between May 7th and May 14th to bring approximately 15,000 Indians from 12 countries on a payment basis. The Jammu and Kashmir administration on Tuesday allowed the operation of stone crushers in the Union Territory after 50 days of closure due to coronavirus lockdown. The Department of Industries and Commerce allowed the operation of stone crushers with a view to ensure supply of construction material such as sand and stone aggregate, especially for ongoing development projects. Brick kilns have already resumed their operations in the Union Territory from April 16. The School Education Department in Jammu and Kashmir is going to distribute 42 laptops among children who are visually impaired to provide inclusive educational support through technological interventions. The laptop will be connected to Braille tactile terminals lying in the resource room, School Education Principal Secretary Asghar Samoon said. Braille terminals, which were previously procured under the Samagra Shiksha scheme, have limitations of storing data but can scale up its functions once attached with the laptops. Filling up of a detailed questionnaire related to COVID-19, carrying no cabin baggage, using Arogya Setu app and reaching airport at least 2 hours before a flight departure might well be among the requirements for air passengers during the initial phase after resumption of commercial flights. The Civil Aviation Ministry has come out with the draft standard operating procedure for restarting commercial air passenger service in the country, which remains suspended since March 25th in the wake of the lockdown to curb spreading of coronavirus infection. Police on Tuesday arrested 4 terrorist associates linked to proscribed terror outfit Jaish-e-Mohammed in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir. The arrested persons were involved in providing shelter, logistics and other kinds of support to the active terrorists of Jaish-e-Mohammed operating in the areas of Crew and forest areas of Tral. A demolition drive was launched by the Lakes and Waterways Development Authority in the area of Brain, Shalimar, Telbal Bangut, Sayyid Colony, Nishad, Lashkari Mohalla, Lam and Dobi Mohalla, Shalimar, in which 12 illegal constructions or structures were removed. Moreover, illegal earth filling which was dumped in order to build road near Dachigam was also removed and seized on the spot. It is pertinent to mention here that amid COVID-19 lockdown, everywhere the miscreants are taking undue advantage and indulging in illegal constructions, but all such miscreants will not be allowed for any sort of violation and raising of illegal constructions or encroachments. With an increase of 3,525 COVID-19 cases reported in the last 24 hours, India's tally of positive coronavirus cases has risen to 74,281 cases as of Wednesday, said the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The tally is inclusive of 47,480 patients who are active coronavirus cases and 24,385 patients who have been cured or discharged and 1 patient migrated. With an increase of 122 deaths due to COVID-19 reported in the last 24 hours, the number of deaths in the country now stands at 2,415. District Development Commissioner Doda Dr. Sagar D. Doifode dedicated one fully air-conditioned refrigerated van to the farmers of the district. The DDC also informed that the refrigerator van is having huge capacity and around 90 quintal can be carried and transported at a time in mint fresh condition. He also said that the refrigerated van will be utilized to carry the perishable agricultural produce of the farmers to markets and mandis.